Hey guys, and welcome back to the channel. Today it's 30 degrees outside. It's supposed to rain a little bit, maybe snow, I don't know. But we got to get the Chevelle out of the garage, get the S10 into the garage, and we're going to find out why we don't have oil pressure. So let's move these cars around and get to work. That does what makes my dog crazy. So I push that too. Got it on skates, got it in the corner, got the S10 in here. Why am I telling you that? Because, well, in a few hours, the wife gets off work, and then the S10's got to go outside, and the car's got to go back in the S10 spot, so her car can go where my car goes, and everybody can be tucked in for the night. So anyways, two-car garage problems. It's okay, I've done this before. I built that entire car doing that. So add that to your build timelines when you guys are talking about it took me a long time to build. Anywho, let's get to it. Bing! And shot up that way, which tells me it's under some sort of pressure down here. I can't see way back in there just for the nature of what we're doing here. But I'm wondering if that pickup tube isn't just slammed against the bottom of the pan there, and maybe that's why it's not getting pressures. Don't know. Now I got to figure out, am I going to try to yank this thing up a little bit, which I kind of got the bar and stuff set up to do that. Or am I going to just save some time, pull the motor? I don't know. This is where I got to make one of those choices. Either way, this truck's got to get pushed out in about 3 hours outside for the night. So should make for some creative problem solving, and I think I'm going to go have a beer and figure this out. Well, decisions were made. We are going to get this out. I think the only way to actually know what's going on with this thing is to get it out. I probably should have done this when I first got this truck and nothing else was done. Just kind of pulled the core units out, engine and transmission, and went over them to make sure they were known good objects. But, got excited about I could just make this run real quick. Made it run real quick, and not happy with it. So we're going to pull it out. It's first time with a 4060 on the S10. It doesn't have that lower flywheel inspection plate. So that's going to be fun getting those bolts out there. I kind of blew through all this without filming, but took most of the things apart. Could just get right down in there and get that O-ring, which is what we did all this for, but I can't because pickup tube, I don't know, something's going on with that. So this turned into a whole job. Anyways, we're going to take all the things out as soon as I figure out how to get it all out. So let me get under there and try to get these bell housing bolts out and see if I can't crank on this and get the bolts loose for the torque converter. Well, we got the transmission bell housing bolts and the torque converter bolts out. So now we're going to get weird. In a two-car garage, and this thing is as long as the garage. So I got to drop this off the jack stands. Hopefully the engine hoist will fit under that. I'm going to push this out of the garage into 30-degree weather and rain, and I'm going to attempt to get the engine hoist to lift out the engine. Hopefully I can get this all done in this confined to this area without getting rained on too bad. But first the hood comes off. Got to wrap this up for the night. Let's talk about what I found. Pulled the pan off. I'm assuming that this was once a new pan because it's a swap pan. Looks pretty new on the outside, but there is some grossness happening in here. I don't know what all that is, but we're going to clean that out. Anyways, moving forwards, that's probably not good. So cam looks, like a cam. Can't really pull it out because I didn't take the heads off. Anyways, welcome to another episode of Automotive Archaeology. I'll be your host today. So what happened was, best I can tell, that pickup tube and pan and windage tray and a swap pan kit was bought and installed. I believe that it was installed just slightly askew when the pickup tube went in the pump, so it was probably, I don't know how that happened. Anyways, that happened. So you can see that when the pickup tube got put in there crooked, an attempt was made to tighten the bolt down really tight, and got really tight because it sucked it down in there. Maybe the guy was thinking that he was compressing the O-ring or something. I don't know. But anyway, what that did was, let me show you. What that did was it ground into the pickup here, the hole into the pump, and it jammed some metal down, so it was jamming it that away. And you can see that's where the top of the pickup tube was. So it left a huge gap over here where, it wasn't able to suck oil, it sucked the air. So that's good. I put some petroleum jelly on here, and I measured out that the pump or the pickup tube did not bottom out against the pan, had plenty of clearance there. I could probably tell that by looking at it. Just wanted to verify it wasn't sucking itself closed. And if you look in here, you can see that, there's some pressure put on that, tightening it down. And it did a little wobbly stuff on there where it kind of warped that when it pulled this little guy down in there, trying to pull this guy down in there. So I did get a girdle kit for this to help clamp down on both sides. It's probably not going to fit because this is not a factory type pickup flange there. But that's fine. I can grind on one of the two of these since it's out now and make it so it works. What that's going to do is allow me to install this straight into my new pump utilizing 2 bolts and just make sure I have a good seal there. That should prevent a lot of the problems. I'm probably, well, I may do that oil pump barbell thing in the back. I don't know. But all the holes and everything up here look decent. I might clean these up. I did get a new cam plate, although the cam plate does look good. It's right there. Does that look like it has a good gasket on there? But I'm going to clean up all these mounting surfaces. I'm afraid to look at the bearings. I may just hand crank this over a couple times and make sure it doesn't make noises. And do things. I don't know. I might take this off and look at the bearings. I hate doing that because then I know, and then I got to replace stuff. And this is just not supposed to be one of those motors that I replace stuff on. So real quick, I wanted to go over the fix for this. I sanded down the edges of the pickup tube, just lightly filed them so it goes in and out of the hole better. Stop it, Megan. And I put a U-joint, or put a girdle on this oil pump and kind of flattened it out a little bit in the vise, the actual pickup tube deal. I did have to Dremel around some, camera can focus. I did have to Dremel around the pickup tube welds a little bit on this girdle so it would fit in there, but this is going to give me good clamping force, ensuring that this does not happen again. I can do all of this loose on the motor while it's in here, so I know I don't have any problems. If I need to bend the pickup tube because it got bent, I can, do things to get it back where it needs to go. And I'll be sure that this is going to get some oil pressure. I got my oil pump girdle from Z-Whip. Did have to do some modifications. Not sponsored by them, but Amazon. It's like $10 and got here in a day or so. So that's going to help fix that. Also sanded down on the inside of here, and we will get this thing back up. But all in all, what was supposed to be an easy day of let me change out this oil pump O-ring ended up being an all-day affair, and will probably take me a couple days putting it back in because I'm going to have to, putting stuff in, it never goes back in the box the way you took it out. So, things are going to happen. And Christian, we're going to have to take these exhaust manifolds off again. Had those on and off like 8 times now, but, the 9th time, it should stay on there. So, anyways, appreciate you guys watching. Stay tuned for more. Now that we got the motor out, things are going to start getting weird. We're going to start doing more stuff. Transmission's unbolted and just dangling there, so maybe I can do some HD2 stuff to it. I don't know. We'll see what the Santa and the YouTubes brings. Anyways, thanks for watching. Don't forget to like and subscribe. We are very close to getting monetized. Please do that. Tell your friends to watch and stay tuned also. And we'll see you on the next one. Action. On fire. I just wake up and piss excellence, and I want to go fast.
You're not first, you're last.
I was high when I said that. Did real good. Car ran real good.